Usually, Miss Morales is the one that takes over, but she's busy right now, so I'm gonna take over real quick, and then whenever she gets here, she can take over this situation and over this great day of a college signing, guys. Number 3, a big number 3, Lufkin, Texas, if I'm not mistaken. Angelina College, which is in East Texas, about 60 miles away from the Louisiana border, right around there. I did my research. So a little bit about Elizabeth on my end. You talk about a multi-sport athlete, a great softball player, volleyball player, probably can do track, but most importantly, she was also our hype MC for the pep rallies. So how about a big round of applause for that? And then guess what? She can play a little bit of softball as well. Seeing her when she first came over from the McAllen area, coming over to Weslaco and doing the PAPF and coming over here, and her being part of a great softball program. And then most importantly, the parents. Mom is always there up in the front. And then if you don't know who Dad is, he's the man with no shoes that walks around the softball complex. But I tell you what, there's nobody harder on Elizabeth and Dad. But I know that deep down inside, he cares. He truly cares about his daughter and everything. And he's probably her biggest critic. But at the end of the day, number 1 fan. And with that being said, congratulations. This is a big step. But most importantly, you're going to go out and play softball 2 years, and then hopefully transfer to a Division I, where you can continue to make us proud. But go get yourself a good education. That's going to be the most important thing. Softball, our softball program, you've overcome obstacles. There's been a lot of situations where your teammates have been here, and as a group, as a team, softball is going to get you ready for life. And knowing that, you know what, college is not going to be fair. Life is not going to be easy. There's going to be some bumps on the road. But you know what? Through sports, through softball, you can conquer anything, and that's why you're built to win. And that's always been our motto here at Weslaco High School, is to build student athletes, because they're super important. It's tough, guys. It's tough to wake up and go to dog and to the training at 5 a.m, like me and the rest of your teammates have talked about, and then doing the harsh and all these skills drills, and then school, and then after school, and then to maintain a great GPA. It takes a special person. That's why they say that only 5% of the student population get to make it and play at the next level. So with that, a big round of applause for Miss Elizabeth Gray. At this time, we have our athletic director here. He will say a few words, and then we'll let our head softball coach, and then we'll let Mom and Dad, and then we'll finish it off with Elizabeth, right?
Good afternoon. On behalf of Dr. Rivera, Mr. Gregg, Mrs. Gregg, congratulations on this great accomplishment. So I talked to coaches, and I let coaches, what is the Weslaco ISD profile for an athlete? How are we going to categorize them? So to me, an athlete for WSD is one student that excels in the program that they're playing in. So Elizabeth, I've seen you play outfield, first base, a little bit of pitcher, multiple position player, catcher. I don't know if you caught before, but don't catch. It's they're different, right? So that's a profile. That's one thing that we look for, multiple position player. Another profile is a multiple sport athlete. We talk about multiple sport athletes. Elizabeth played volleyball. I believe that it was a big reason that volleyball was successful this year, because she brought that winning attitude from softball into volleyball, that passion, that at all costs we're going to succeed. So multiple sport athlete. Number 3, classroom. We talk about hitting home runs in the classroom. You have to hit home runs in the classroom to get where you're at right now and continue playing. So that's big. And number 4 is going beyond the scoreboard. I've seen Elizabeth play. I've seen her passion. She's the first one that congratulates her teammates when they do something great, jumps up and down, all excited. But she's also the first one to comfort athletes when they're down, when they strike out, when they don't do the play that they're meant to do. So beyond the scoreboard, what do you do beyond? I talk to Coach Stroman all the time. What is it that these kids are doing beyond the scoreboard? Sportsmanship, shaking hands with the opponent, the umpire, not questioning calls. So the profile for a WISD athlete, we're looking at one right here, which is Elizabeth Craig. So that's a reflection on the parents and on the coaches. Quick story, a couple years ago, I was in my office and I get a phone call, complete stranger. And usually when I get a phone call, it's a complaint on students or coaches. So I get the phone call and they ask me if I oversee the softball program. I go, no, it's the coach. Well, they're at a restaurant during a playoff game one time, and the people were so impressed with the way the team behaved in the restaurant, the class behavior that they have, open up doors for people. So that individual goes, you know what, Mr. Rodriguez, I just became a Weslaco Panther softball fan. I'm going to follow them from now on, and they do. They'll call me once in a while to get a schedule, see what they're doing. But that's what we want to do for our athletes here. Showcase what they do beyond the field. So we know what you do, and we know what you're capable of, but we wish you the best. And Dad and Mom, congratulations, and enjoy it. All right? Thank you.
That story that Coach Rodriguez just said, it happened in Alice. We had just played, I believe, San Antonio Harlan. And the couple, the husband and wife, ended up buying all the girls chocolate molten cakes, because they were so impressed. Everybody said it was a cool deal for them. Elizabeth, although we all know her by Craig, right? She came over to Weslaco her freshman year and participated in our JV Dart team. However, her season never materialized due to COVID, but that didn't stop Craig from continuing to work on her craft to get better. By her sophomore year, she made the varsity and was getting some playing time here and there, but her breakout point was towards the end of the season and during our playoff run. That's when she solidified her position on the team and in the starting lineup. That's just a small example of someone who continues to work while you wait for your chance or your number to get called. So when your opportunity comes, you are ready. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Craig is a very versatile player who can play multiple positions and excel at each one. Don't let her skinny frame fool you. She packs a punch in that swing. If you know anything about Valley softball, you know that 32-6A district where we compete in is a very tough district. In her first 2 seasons as a varsity player, Craig has been awarded the following individual awards. Her sophomore year, she was 32-6A first team right fielder. Her junior year, she was 32-6A first team first baseman. Craig, along with her teammates, have accomplished as a team 2 by-district championships, 2 area championships, 1 regional quarterfinal championship, 1 regional semifinal championships, and 8 rounds of playoff experience. Craig, on behalf of the coaching staff, we would like to wish you continued success as you transition over to play at the next level. But before, you have 1 more season wearing purple and white. So let's get ready to finish your high school career strong.
Thanks, Coach. At this time, we're going to ask Mom or Dad if they want to share a few stories about Elizabeth. Who's going to go first? Mom.
I'm old school, so I have a piece of paper. Okay. Healthy, strong, loving, kind, well-mannered, sweet, dedicated, spiritual, and beautiful. When I found out I was having a girl, these are the things I prayed for and asked God to give to my daughter. She has all this and had added more since being born. Confident, strong, competitive, goal-setting, motivated, passionate, and most of all, teammate. Today, it's about your ability, and you've excelled at a sport. To watch you play has been a treasure. It's real poetry. What you do on the field. Maybe Dr. Seuss when you were little or when you forget a ball. But I've been lucky enough to be at most games with you, and throughout it, it's been the easiest times I've had, and we're so proud of you. You're a great student, athlete, and person. Continue to do you, and remember, know your worth. Play big, not small. And from the Aldrete, Ozuna, and Craig family, we're all in your corner.
This is a wonderful experience to get to see your child accomplish something of this nature. Congratulations to you. You should be very proud for what you've done, and you need to build on. And and always remember, you're only as good as your last performance. You're a wonderful, wonderful child, and been easy to deal with. In spite of having your mom's genes. At this time, there's been so many people that have contributed to everything that you've accomplished. Namely, my wife, Adina, she's done all the heavy lifting. I've traveled a lot for work and been absentee, and Elizabeth is a reflection of her mother in so much that she does. And we really thank you for all you've done for Elizabeth and the family, because you've done most of it. I'd also like to thank several individuals that have contributed. There's too many to list, and I'll probably forget some, but I don't mean to do that. Coach Cuellar is here at Elizabeth signing. He was my football coach, 35 years ago? And when we decided to make the move to Weslaco, one of the reasons we did is I knew that he was way up at the top, and I didn't contact you before anything else, but I knew that we'd be in good hands here. The experience, I think that you would vouch for this. Would you not say that it's been a great experience here? Y'all do a wonderful job. The coaches, Coach Mario, Coach Stroman, Ms. Morales, the principal, everybody here, Coach Hinojosa, Coach Morales, y'all are wonderful. And this is a good environment. All the teammates, y'all have been very, very supportive and very, very good. And we can't thank you enough. And if we can ever do anything for any of you all, never hesitate to ask, because you all have always been there for our daughter. Some other special people, Domingo Cantu, who gave a lot of opportunity. I think he gave you a lot of confidence. Johnny Zaragoza, who's not here. Coach Zarzabal, Ed Zarzabal, Coach Kevin Knipe with RGV Heat has been a wonderful instructor and a wonderful man. Just too many to mention. Milo Garcia, for putting in time and big as hard on you as I try to be. Jules, just a lot of people. Eli and Claire, sitting. Eli and Claire. How many times did Eli pack up my wife and my daughter and drive them 400 miles, 500 miles, to sleep. Krista. Thank you all for everything that you've done, but more than anything, thank yourself, because you've accomplished this, okay? And everybody can lead you, and everybody can tell you what to do and how to swing and how to catch and everything else, but at the end, it comes from you, okay? Just like some of the other girls that are going on to play, all your teammates, they're great players. It has to come from you, and you have to decide what it is that makes it special for you. And congratulations, you've accomplished something that very few people do, and make the best of it. But again, you're only as good as your last performance.
Awesome. All right. At this time, we're going to have Elizabeth say a few words. You're on time limit? How much you need? Take your time. I'm just playing around with you. I got you back from all the pep rallies.
Hi. First off, I want to thank everyone who is here. It really means a lot to me from the bottom of my heart. Just seeing everyone in one room who's always supported me, it means a lot. And hopefully I don't start crying, but all y'all's love, I feel it every day, every time I'm away. Thank you, really. Thank you for always supporting me, everyone. Throughout all the years from when I was, 4 or 5, starting softball, when I would tell one of my friends, oh, I can't go, I have softball. They always supported me, so thank you. And also for my mom's friends and my dad's friends, thank you for also putting up with me, because I know it was me who was to blame for missing all the occasions. Thank you to all my coaches throughout the years, Coach Johnny, Coach Mingo, Coach Kevin, Coach Joe, too many to name. Oh my gosh. So many people I can thank right now. It's just so surreal. Like seeing my other teammates sign, my former teammates sign, it's just crazy. Thank you to Coach Rod, Coach H, and Coach Morales for putting up with me and making my high school career so memorable and just teaching me to be a better person on and off the field. Thank you for believing in me. It really means a lot, giving me that confidence. Very ordinary of me, but thank you to my first friend, Gigi. She may not be here, but she was the one that introduced me to the sport. I started playing because of her. She introduced me to my second love, my second home, and the first thing I'm looking forward to in the next coming years. Thank you to all my teammates, Travel Ball High School, especially the high school girls. Thank you for everything that y'all have done for me on and off the field. Y'all really made me feel like I have a second family. There's not enough words I can say that makes me express how I feel for this next season. I can't ask for anyone else I'd rather be playing with or rooming with or in a bus, in a Suburban with, making all those memories, all those stops at Buc-ee's or just any random gas station. So I'm really excited to see what this next season holds for us. Thank you to my longest friendship that this sport has given me. Someone who I consider my sister, Krista Robles, who probably would have killed me and strangled me if I did not mention her in this speech. Also, thank you to her sister, Emma, who is my little sister. Thank you to her parents, Eli and Claire, my mom and dad, or my second mom and dad. Love you guys. Thank you for always putting up with me, and all my shenanigans, if you will. Can't really say the other word. Thank you for caring for me and also adopting me for a week whenever we went to Mississippi. And me and Krista were always fighting over the sheets, and you didn't kick me out of the Airbnb. Really appreciate that one. And everything that y'all did for me, it really... Waffle House. I love Waffle House. They always took me there, always put up with me because I loved Waffle House, and they probably didn't enjoy it as much. Love Waffle House. Love you guys. Thank you so much for all that you have done, and I can't wait to grow up and continue being friends with you and seeing where the future takes us. Thank you to Mr. Miners in the back. He always tries his very hardest to go to every softball game and every volleyball game and support me or my teammates. He was the first person I received an email from whenever I moved to this school. I still read that email to this day whenever I'm feeling a little bit down. Thank you for all that you have done and all the support that you've given me and my family and my teammates. You are a truly, truly great teacher and an even greater mentor, and I know a lot of us on the softball team appreciate you so much. No words can describe. So thank you. Thank you to the Pistacacci Gym. They trained me. They always put up with me when I didn't want to do my push-ups or just was tired, but I know that they believed in me, even though I've only known them for a couple years. They always believed in me. I'd always update them in my softball process. So it really means a lot that they stuck with me and always are pushing me to be better. Thank you to my batting coach, Coach Milo, for teaching me and just helping me become a better softball player, listening to me complain if I was in a slump or just in pain from being sore or, all that jazz. And thank you for always listening to me whenever I had to rant or there was drama. He knows most of all the girl drama. He's basically one of the girls, but in the best way possible. So, and also thank you for not dropping me as a player whenever I wouldn't pay or I wouldn't give you the check. So I really appreciate that, and let me know what my total is, and he's back now, so he can actually give you the check he makes me sign a little sheet. Yeah. My bad. Thank you, Milo. Thank you to my friends who have always supported me. My friends I also consider my teammates. Thank you for always being there for me whenever I said I couldn't go somewhere because I was playing softball or I was going to a camp. But y'all were always still there for me, even when I wasn't maybe there on the weekends and I was only there for just one class period. It really means a lot knowing I have friends that support me, even though they may not know a lot about softball. Even if they think a home run is just going to first base or whatever the case might be, always supporting me. So it really means a lot that y'all stuck with me throughout the whole journey, even when I was falling asleep in class and maybe couldn't talk or I wasn't texting. So thank you. And thank you to my former teammates who are here. It was really great to see you guys. They were my first teammates, I like to say, because I can't really remember when I was like 4. There's just so many people I can thank right now, but last but not least, to my first loves, my mom and my dad, who have given up countless of years and countless number of hours and time out of their life to help me continue mine, to help me grow my softball life, my life after softball, because I know I will still think back on all of the things they taught me. Thank you for helping me start a new chapter soon. Even though this one may not be over, I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the money you spent on me because it is very expensive. We probably could have maybe owned a jet by now from all the expenses they probably paid. It's a lot, and it probably would have been easier to go places if we had that. Thank you for taking time out of your days where you didn't need to help me be recruited or help me with softball in general, camps, tournaments, hotel rooms. Thank you. Thank you for driving me, even though I can actually drive now, for driving me up. Thank you, Mom, for whenever Dad couldn't drive me, and thank you, Dad, whenever Mom couldn't drive me. And though I may not show it at times, both of you guys are my rocks. Y'all help keep me grounded, and y'all have helped me hope for my future in softball when there was doubt or whenever I was struggling with coaches or whatnot. There's not enough words that I can say to describe my gratitude I feel for both of you and my love for both of you, so I really appreciate that. And I say we take a small break and then we can start looking at other colleges after Angelina. Thank you.
Coaches, so at this time, what we're going to do is we're going to make it official. So get your pen ready, get your cameras. Coaches, if we can just look down. On the count of 3, Elizabeth will be signing her letter of intent. On the count of 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. There it is. Congratulations. Big round of applause.